Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new type of video from me. We're doing build ideas. Now if you've been subscribed for a little bit, you'll know that I've done this in the past with Halloween, but now it's 9 room ideas. So we're here in my build world and I will go through each one, tell you some little things about it, and maybe you can use some of the ideas as well to inform things and create a style of your own, or just copy it completely. You're welcome to. So starting with this one, I went for a Japanese kind of vibe. I have all the low furniture, the little seats with the cushions, and speaking of these seats, if you try and open them, because they are shulker boxes, they won't because of the trapdoor. You can do that and you get to see what's inside. Very nice. I like it. It's a bit of security. This is snow. It's not wool, so you don't step up and down. And then at the top, I imagine the roof might be a little bit higher up for this, so we can have those things up there. You don't have to have them usable, but I guess you could parkour really well and grab it. Yeah, just about. But there you go. There's the first room. Oh yeah, and the swords and the herbs upside down. I really like this one. Let's go to the next one. Very simple in opposition to the Japanese one. It's your storage room, or maybe a mine outpost. I went with raw floor. You've got stone, andesite, cobble, just mixed up. And in the back, we have blackstone. If you only want a little sliver of blackstone, you can as well, like close either of those for a different look and feel. Maybe get rid of that and put, oh, there's some behind there as well. Wow. Oh yeah, of course there is. Anyway, the items, very standard. I went with like a birch back and then this dark oak wood for the framing. I like it. It's basic, but it's cute. Next, this beautiful quartz paradise of a utility room. You might put this out in the middle of a field if you have to go somewhere, and it just has all your needs. You could replace the floor with barrels if you needed the storage as well. But I really like this. I tried to go for a church kind of regal look, and I think it works well with the leaves around and then everything white. The gloss is different colors. This is just the one that I liked, blue into purple. No real reason. It's just what I landed on. And then these cute item frames. There we go. That's room 3. Now on to 4. Underwater. Oh, and before I continue, actually, this is my build world. I'm going to start building things and showing them off and telling you how you can build them yourself. So here we have a building. Now, what do you think this is? Let me know in the comments what you think this building could be, because that will be a video coming very soon. And then this one too. I think you might be able to guess what this build might be. We return slowly to the underwater theme. So I wanted to go with the underwater look without it being underwater, because you drown, right? Unless you had the enchantments you needed. A little bit of water around the edge, and some of these are waterlogged as well. They're actually sandstone slabs to allow the coral to be alive, which I think is very nice that you could do that. The things you need are hanging on chains as if they're being pulled or lowered down into the ocean. Some bubbles, weeds, kelp, I guess. Even though there is real kelp, you can't place that in the overworld. And then this cactus is floating away. Ah, goodbye, little cacti. We will miss you. I tried to do something with bubbles, but the background I think is kind of cute. It's well, it starts with blue, magenta, and then white. It conveys the underwater without being underwater. If you wanted to do a room underwater, I mean, go for it. See, tell me how it turns out. Let me know. This one is a sauna, kind of a rainforest sauna, really. If we listen, we get some ASMR. Wow, magical. So I went with green plants in the plant pots, only like the most green ones. There's not any other colors apart from brown, like sticks, I guess. The backing is polished basalt and dead tube coral. Well, all the corals actually in rotation. So each pillar is a different design. We have this weird thing, which I think is, yeah, it's filled with water. And it drips a little bit every now and again through the hopper into this pool of a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I got way too excited then. The magma blocks in the floor with campfires underneath them. And then underneath the campfires are hay blocks, because it makes more smoke that way. And you kind of need that because the magma blocks don't really let that much smoke through. But with them all around, you get a really nice stream and it like floats up into the roof. Oh, and the roof, of course. It's all a bunch of different leaves and then a pool on the top. so that it drips through down onto the ground below. Yeah, that's our rainforest sauna room. I really like it. It might be my favorite one yet. But next is something very cute. It's our bee garden. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna have to build this in Minecraft time, by the way. If you're not watching Minecraft time, make sure you're subscribed and do check it out, because Dennis and I are in a pirate world building some weird things and finding weird things too. It's not normal. Things happen to us that we don't know about, but here is a cool bee garden. I don't have the honey for it in the other world, but there, if you do, feel free to use design it like this. Underneath, I've got, I don't know what you would say, that irrigation, I guess, but with a brick sewer. So it's just a little bit of sound and extra depth. You can see down into it when you're moving around. The bees are only on cables because I don't want them flying away while I'm showing it off. But yeah, I like this. Oh, and the bushes, of course. Now, often when I'm seeing other build videos of people making bushes, they use a plant pot and put a cactus in it like that, and then add the leaves on top. While the look is pretty cool because you get a nice thick stem, I like to use the sapling that kind of matches the design of the thing. So this leaves they're actually oak, and I use the birch sapling underneath them to connect. This one's a bit more dead looking, the birch leaves. So I did the dead bush, and then this one's a spruce. So it has a little spruce tree, and I think that looks even cuter than the cactus, and it adds a bit of variety, I guess. What's that? That's our room. That's room 6. We've got 3 left. All right, now we get to go to the fun chicken room. That was over here, if you heard them clucking. So these chickens, they like to spin, as you can see. Let's head on in. I thought this would be cool if you had a tower, or if your build was maybe different rooms of a tower. This could be your egg hatchery. You just run around, you collect eggs, you watch chickens spin around in their little nests that they've got. So these are made with coral blocks on top of half slabs that have been flooded. So they stay alive and they keep themselves yellow. Then, if you, before you add the coral, if you add an item frame with an egg in it, looks like a nest, doesn't it, a little chicken? And you can just spin around for days in it. This center part I thought was pretty cool. Chicken having a spin. I've got the bell tower. So we've got the weight, we've got the 2 bells, bing and bong. And then I made it look a bit old with some broken, cracked bricks, the acacia to keep it with gray, and some beams with a cobweb, because who doesn't love a spooky ooky cobweb? Ooh, and now, this might actually be my second favorite, an art studio. Kind of like more like a school art studio than a home one, but it looks like a home one as well. I guess if it was outside in your garden and everything. Of like fantasizing about, oh, if you had an art studio in the garden, wow. But here we go, we've got some supplies. They look like boxes, because they're actually beehives, which I really like using in builds. I think they're a really nice addition. Lovely texture on them. The furnace, or the fireplace, I guess, has every kind of machine thing you would need. Campfire, smoker, blast furnace, and normal furnace. Got it. Knew what they were. Pile of shulker boxes. That one doesn't open, but these ones do. You could store them. And then we've got our loom making area. I tried to make it look more like a real loom, with the fabric coming out as you do it. I think it works. I think it's all right. But I think my favorite part of this might be the acacia wool. I can imagine the hot, warm day that this is on. And then a pile of glazed terracotta, which I love as well. So you get a nice colorful room. It's cute, and you can craft stuff, make stuff, have fun. And then our final room is an arcade. Wow. We got a jukebox. We have a... Oh, I have actually wrote Zoltar, fortune teller. A parrot in a box. I thought this was kind of like a claw machine, like you get the parrot. I realize I've sentenced this parrot to a rather cruel fate, to just be a display piece, but we'll pretend it's not. It's just a plush toy if you dream enough. Next, we have like a bee mini game. I've been in arcades where they have a couple of those. Oh, and the crying obsidian in the back, kind of like neon lights. The walls, I wanted to do a space Starfield, but it got really noisy, so I just changed it to similar to the underwater. We have a little tone change from purple, magenta to pink. And a nice cool feature is if you get C4, there we go, that works. We can put on a jukebox and the dragon starts singing. Wow. Very simple circuit. Some redstone torches to get the signal up that invert it so that whenever you play... Oh, and I think there's a comparator. Yeah, there is. That just feeds there. So you get this nice little thing that happens. I don't know if that's realistic or not. Oh, and the arcade machines made with smithing tables, black concrete, and nether brick stairs. I kind of like these designs for the arcade machines. They're big, bulky. They feel like Minecraft ones would be. But I know you can do, people like doing a design where you flip the stairs like that and you add like a sign on it that's the name of the game. That also looks cool, you know? I like both. Do both. Do what you please. And then we have an air conditioning unit. We have like the bit that pulls in air and the bit that blows out the warm air that's been hopefully circulated. A clock, a cool banner. What have I got on this side? Oh, like the arcade sides with the designs. And another bush. And then the floor is just pure arcade noise. You see that all the time, don't you? Just to hide like bills and things. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining me. We have done our first build ideas video in quite a while. So that was 9 different build ideas we went over. I hope it was useful, helpful, and you are excited to build stuff of your own. Let me know if you do. You can tweet me at Crafted. That's at Crafted on Twitter if you're interested and have Twitter. And I will love them, to be honest. And there's another look at the next video we've got coming up. Ooh, it's a really cool one. I hope you're excited. You can see what it says. It's the diner. But yeah, thank you everyone. I'm gonna go and have a spin with the chickens. Make sure to subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you next time. Bye.